Part 1. You will hear an interview with a woman who is doing a survey on transport. First, you have some time to look at questions 1 to 5. Now listen carefully and answer questions 1 to 5.
Excuse me, would you mind if I asked you some questions? We're doing a survey on transport.
Yes, that's okay.
First of all, can I take your name?
Yes, it's Sadie Jones.
Thanks very much. And could I have your date of birth? Just the year will do, actually. Is that all right?
Yes, that's fine. It's 1991.
So, next, your postcode, please.
It's DW30 7YZ.
Great, thanks. Is that in Wells?
No, it's actually in Harborne. Wells isn't far from there, though.
I really like that area. My grandmother lived there when I was a kid.
Yes, it is nice.
Right, so now I want to ask you some questions about how you travelled here today. Did you use public transport?
Yes, I came by bus.
OK, and that was today. It's the 24th of April, isn't it?
Isn't it the 25th? No, actually, you're right.
And what was the reason for your trip today? I can see you've got some shopping with you.
Yes, I did some shopping, but the main reason I came here was to go to the dentist.
That's not much fun. Hope it was nothing serious.
No, it was just a checkup. It's fine.
Good. Do you normally travel by bus into the city centre?
Yes, I stopped driving in ages ago because parking was so difficult to find. And it costs so much.
I see.
The bus is much more convenient too. It only takes about 30 minutes.
That's good. So where did you start your journey?
At the bus stop on Claxby Street.
Is that CLAXBY?
That's right.
Before you hear the rest of the conversation, you have some time to look at questions 6 to 10. Now listen and answer questions 6 to 10.
And how satisfied with the service are you? Do you have any complaints?
Well, as I said, it's very convenient and quick when it's on time. But this morning it was late. Only about 10 minutes, but still.
Yes, I understand that's annoying. And what about the timetable? Do you have any comments about that?
I suppose I mainly use the bus during the day, but any time I've been in town in the evening, for dinner or at the cinema, I've noticed you have to wait a long time for a bus. There aren't that many.
OK, thanks. So now I'd like to ask you about your car use.
Well, I have got a car, but I don't use it that often. Mainly just to go to the supermarket. But that's about it, really. My husband uses it at the weekends to go to the golf club.
And what about a bicycle?
I don't actually have one at the moment.
What about the city bikes you can rent? Do you ever use those?
No, I'm not keen on cycling there because of all the pollution. But I would like to get a bike. It would be good to use it to get to work.
So why haven't you got one now?
Well, I live in a flat on the second floor and it doesn't have any storage, so we'd have to leave it in the hall outside the flat.
I see. OK, well, I think that's all we need from you today, Sadie.
That is the end of Part 1. You now have 1 minute to check your answers to Part 1.
Today's topic is environment. Part 1. Style questions.
Are there any environmental problems in your country?
Absolutely yes. The most common environmental issue in my hometown is exhausted emissions, produced by cars and motorbikes have been afflicting the air and water quality. My government is struggling to deal with the problem.
Do you take an interest in nature?
Of course yes. As a city person, I barely have an opportunity to experience the natural environment. Then whenever I have a holiday, I really prefer to go to the far-off destination, so I could get closer to the nature, and discover the natural world.
Do you or your family take steps to help the environment?
Yes, we do. We always turn off lights or electronic appliances when they are unnecessary. Although this is minor action, but I believe that it could make significantly contribution to the environment.
Part 2. Style task.
Describe environmental pollution in your city. You should say what type of pollution is/are, why it had happened, and explain how this pollution can be controlled.
I have been living in Hanoi for almost 8 years, then I have the chance to see how the city has changed in these years. Due to the increasing number of tourists, Hanoi environment has been polluted significantly. Indeed, many people traveling to there has illegally thrown rubbish into the land and water, which causes to land and water pollution. In addition, industrial and household waste from factories and families is contributing to the high level of pollution. In order to solve these issues, I would recommend Hanoi's authority to heavily fine who are caught realizing trash into the atmosphere. By carrying out the rule, people being intent to litter the environment will be afraid of being punished, which can deter them from discharging unlawful waste. Another solution is that the government should run some campaigns to raise the awareness of people about how important the environment is. For example, showing local people and visitors the danger of global warming and greenhouse effect, that I believe could change their attitude towards the protection of environment, which is likely to have a good impact on air quality. Although the two actions above is just simple, I think it will be an effective way to mitigate the environmental contamination in the long term.
Part 3. Style questions.
What do you think is the main danger the world face in terms of environment?
It would have to be global warming, which causes some natural disasters such as flash flood and drought. The problem mainly stems from enhanced greenhouse effect. In recent years, I believe that several steps should be taken to deal with the issue.
What example are there of how we damage the natural world?
There are factories that release toxic waste directly into the air and water, which is main cause of air and water pollution. As a result, loss of habitats is increasingly common. Many people are diagnosed with health problems such as lung and throat cancer. In addition, a large number of land and rainforests are destroyed to make a way for agriculture field.
In which ways do we respond well to environmental problems?
Well, on the one hand there are various worldwide agencies that are always the first on the scene with humanitarian aid after natural and man-made disasters. And on the other hand, we have environmental pressure groups that are constantly raising awareness of issues and trying to stop disasters happening.
I cannot see, but I can hear the world around me.
Meet Brian. He's known as the world's best totally blind mountain biker.
When I was younger, I had functional vision and I played sports. I had dreams of becoming a professional athlete.
And then suddenly, when he was 14, he completely lost his sight over the course of 3 months. His optic nerves inexplicably failed, and all he could see was darkness. He wasn't able to bike ride or participate in the sports he once enjoyed.
I couldn't play hockey. I had to stop rollerblading, couldn't read the classroom board anymore. My world had shrunk.
He had to find a new way to navigate the world. He found his cane limiting. But when he learned to make a tongue click, his world changed again for the better, and it wasn't long until he ventured back outdoors.
I really missed bike riding, and I really wanted to be active. I just didn't know how to do it. As a blind rider, it was a goal for me to get off the tandem and have the experience of being able to pilot my own bike. It all starts with a zip tie. A sighted person would attach it to their frame and angle it into the bike wheel. The bike wheel would make noise and a sound to follow, while we would still actively click.
Eventually, Brian was able to mountain bike alone and without the zip tie.
When I'm riding my bike down a mountain, it's the same thing bats are using, echolocation. I can make my active sonar signal by making a tongue click. I start off with trying to find the object furthest in the distance, and then piece the world together with things closer and closer.
Brian has to enter an almost meditative state and remain extremely focused.
Everything has to leave my brain, and those sounds are painting a picture in my head, a vivid world of acoustic images.
He didn't keep his passion to himself, though. He's helped teach over thousands of people to hear their world a little bigger.
This is a teachable thing. Anybody can do this, and I'm happy to show them. Riding my bike was something I never thought I'd be able to do again. And now that I'm doing it, it serves as a great example to challenge preconceived ideas.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 1,000-hand Bodhisattva dance. Pretty cool, huh? One would think that a performance this difficult and precise would require all 5 senses. Well, think again, because all these dancers can't hear the music, making this performance even cooler. In Bing's case, he and other musicians developed their own technique for playing without being able to see.
我们其实也是有一些除了反复的练习之外，还有一些自己的小技巧，比如说会有一些气口，我们会有一些相互的呼吸再比如说在某个乐句之间，我们会让听众观众不知不觉的时候，我们会有某个声部做一个搭桥还有一些奥运的相关活动，比如说我们每年都会去美国还有德国、法国呀这些等等的国家。我们艺术团今年刚刚访问了世界的第100个国家。我觉得就是在我们参加演出的过程中能够通过我们的节目通过我们的音乐能给别的残疾人，包括一些别的对生活比较没有信心的人，能够给他们带去一些信心，或者是带去一些光明，带去一些希望。
Pájaros para mí es escuchar sus sonidos. Hay aves que tienen sonidos muy bonitos. que sabes que tienen sonidos muy simples. Yo creo que al ser ciego disfruto las aves de otra forma. El sonido de las aves para mí es la forma con la que tengo de apreciar este mundo. Mi nombre es Juan Pablo Culazo y hace 14 años que registro los sonidos de la naturaleza. Yo soy ciego de nacimiento, lo único que puedo ver son luces, mi mundo son sonidos, es todo el tipo de información que recibo en primer lugar sonora. Ver los pájaros para mí es escuchar sus sonidos. Para mí un pájaro cantando, cuando escucho su sonido, a mi entender, yo ya lo estoy viendo. Con los ojos no me hace falta, no me haría falta verlos. Para mí el sonido de las aves es música. El sonido del venteveo tiene sus notas musicales bien establecidas. El hornero tiene un canto muy estridente, se puede escuchar a grandes distancias, ¿no? Después tenés el tero, con su sonido muy famoso, que es tero, tero, tero todo el tiempo. Uno de los cantos más melódicos que podemos tener en Uruguay, que es el zorzal. El zorzal tiene un silbar que trae mucha paz. La importancia de registrar las aves es justamente la conservación. El trabajo que realizo de captar y registrar los sonidos de las aves es también parte de nuestro patrimonio natural que lamentablemente el ser humano lo está destruyendo. Entonces, para mí grabar cada sonido en un lugar distinto, bueno, es como tener un registro, es como tener un pedacito de aquel lugar en un archivo de audio.
Football is the most popular sport in Sierra Leone. And in the city of Freetown, there is one very special team. Meet the Flying Stars.
My name is Mohamed Lapia. I play for Salon Flying Star and Petit Football Club. I play the attacking role.
Mohammed grew up playing football. But when he was only 10 years old, he stepped on a landmine and had to have his right leg amputated. And unfortunately, Mohammed isn't alone.
The Salon Flying Star amputee football team, now all affected amputee player than so did it.
Every member of the Flying Stars has lost limbs as a result of the violence that occurred during the Civil War in Sierra Leone. But the players don't let their injuries stop them from getting into the game.
Because they play game, we really rough. Them coaches there, they jump. They really rough.
Then they play with 1 foot, 1 leg. My name is Bai Tarawali. I'm the coach for the Flying Star Amputee Football Club. Presently, na free toya, 30 players. 8, 9, 10, down. Well, really, we will be trained full time. We go. We will train throughout the week. We go. Hey, stay. Well, really, we can train. We get Kunde, we can put. We get some kind dribble there. They do. We get less shots, shots to run and this that and short kick, long kick, penalty, shootout. I will feel like same thing normal like how they able they do. Play on. Change. Evans.
Not only is it a competitive sport, it is helping them cope with their injuries and overcome the stigma that's associated with the disabled.
You know, this discrimination on this country who offend himself. We need for do something where they make, we forget about the problem.
And what better way than football?
I like football, especially the amputee football. Don't change my life. They don't make and they go on the street for go big. Don't give me a word of courage. Not only me, the country player them.